Brother lads, welcome back to the Kwasi Arsenal podcast. My name is Kwasi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Arsenal could be going for two signings this January transfer window. Mikel Arteta wants a defender as usual. Like, this guy has bought a defender every single transfer window that he has been at Arsenal. Remember when he came in, he brought in Pablo Mari, then Gabriel, then he brought in the likes of Kivio, Tomiyasu, Ben White. Every single window, whether Arsenal are doing any business in other departments or not, he's signing a defender. Good enough, we're not looking at a goalkeeper in January, but there is a possibility that we'll sign another goalkeeper in the summer. But that is talk of the summer. Arsenal are looking at two major signings in January, as now the forward situation has become a crisis. Raheem Sterling is out, and so is Bukayo Saka. Mikel Arteta has been speaking to the media ahead of our Ipswich game, and he said, listen, we have already done the plans. We already know what we want to do, but there will be some adjustments because of things we didn't plan, especially Raheem Sterling getting injured at the same time as Bukayo Saka. So, do Arsenal need a defender? We're going to be talking about it. Do we need something in midfield? Am I the only one that feels like we are light in midfield? I've always felt that we are light in midfield since the summer, and I've always thought that the summer proposed a big chance for us to invest in the midfield, especially with Fabio Vieira and Emile Smith-Rowe leaving. We didn't do that, and I kind of feel like in terms of quality, we are light in midfield, but also in terms of numbers. I mean, Merino is that guy that has not yet convinced me. Jorginho is getting older, and Partey can get injured at any point in time. So do Arsenal need something in midfield? And then, of course, the attack is the big focus for Arsenal in January. If we can fix our attack, things will be much better and everything will be all right. Hit the like button, smash the likes up, and let me know in the comment box below, what do you think? Do Arsenal need to get two, one in defense and one in attack, or one in midfield and one in attack as well? So Mikel addressing the crisis at Arsenal, he has said that the club is positive and open to situations in January. Now, that doesn't mean that we are going to be knocking on the doors of the best players. I mean, it's quite ironic that Arsenal are not going to be hungry in January, but Mikel says we are going to take our time and we will listen to all opportunities. We will be open to all opportunities. If a good opportunity arises, like the Mikhailo Modric opportunity was, or Trossard opportunity was in January 2022, then we shall take advantage and we shall pounce. Now, that is all right until that stage. Then he goes on to say, our plans for January are already done. That's impressive. For a club that doesn't have a sporting director, I don't know if these plans were done in collaboration with Edu, or they have been done with, in collaboration with the interim sporting director that is at the club at the moment. But either way, it is impressive. It's impressive that a club that has lost their sporting director is ready to buy in January, and they already have situations that have been figured out, right? So what are these situations that have been figured out, and do I agree with them, and do you agree with them? There are two. First and foremost, Mikel says that when they were planning for January, their focus was in defense. God, Jesus Christ, like, this guy, someone needs to check Mikel Arteta's profile as a player once again. Was he a defender? Was he a midfielder? Was he an attacker? Like, because at Everton, he predominantly played as an attacker. 10, the old number 10, Marouane Fellaini behind you with the likes of Jack Laker behind you, and then you're the guy that is trying to look for the goals, create and score. And at Everton, he was like the number 10, sort of, right? At Arsenal, when he came in, he played slightly a deeper role, kind of the number 8, right? That kind of calm number 8 in midfield. But Mikel Arteta is obsessed with defense. He's obsessed with defenders. And again, he says that as they were trying to plan for January, one of the key themes that actually came up was the defense. They think that a defender is a big necessity on the shortlist for January. And I disagree. Of course, I was always going to disagree. Why I disagree is I think our defensive investments are all right, first and foremost. They're very good. Timber is good, White is good, Saliba, Gabriel, Skelly, Calafiori, Zinchenko, they're very good players. And Tomiyasu. But you realize that I've just mentioned 8 Arsenal defenders, without skipping a second. And all these defenders are good. Yes, they're injured and we have an injury crisis. But if you add another defender, you're then going to create a situation where you have, Deadwood. I didn't even talk about Kivio, right? So we have about 9 defenders at the club. And these 9 defenders, eventually, most of them are going to come back. By the time we end the campaign, we shall have around 6-7 defenders fit and ready to play. So I don't see why we are desperately trying to add another defender. For Jesus' sake, we brought in a defender last summer. And we graduated Lewis Skelly, who is a defender. And Lewis Skelly has done a good job at left back. Calafiori is okay at left back. Timber is okay at left back. And Partey has been I don't want him there, but he's been deputizing at right back. So I don't think Arsenal need another defender. Sorry, if I don't see things the same way, I don't think we need another defender. So for me, the 2 options should be in attacking midfield and the forward line. It would be okay with me if Mikel Arteta said, I am going to sign 2 players on the forward line. I'm going to sign a winger and kind of a striker. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with Mikel Arteta saying, I'm going to sign an attacking midfielder, right? Such, the type of, I don't know, is Adagula like an attacking midfielder? Kind of feel like he's, okay, maybe Adagula on loan and then bring in a striker. I'd be okay with that. I think our major needs are in that attacking phase of the game. And Mikel has been speaking about it. We need to be sharper. We need an X factor. We need an X factor, and you want to go back and, fix the defense again? I think we have perfected the defense. There is nothing more we can do, right? There is nothing more we can do. All we can do is wait for Saliba to mature, to wait for the guys like Calafiori and Timber to form solid partnerships, and then everything will be all right. So for me, if it's going to be 2 major signings, like it's been proposed now, because Mikel said, apart from the defense, the attack is now our focus. We have to look at the attack. We have to look at where can we improve on the forward line. And that's why I'm going to say we should get 2 attackers in January. We should get 2 attackers in January. The midfield is light, right? Really, really light. But I don't think that Mikel Arteta is going to get the kind of midfielder he wants in January. Like, honestly, I don't think Mikel is going to get the kind of midfielder he likes in January. So why don't we just do 2 attackers in January? Go and get a winger, some kind of guy that can, deputize in for Saka, and then go and get a striker as well. That serves us in a good way. That means that if Saka comes back and the striker clicks, you have Saka the striker and maybe Trossard or Martinelli or Jesus on the front 3. If you have a winger that comes in and does well, but Saka is not yet ready, that saves you a lot. So I think for me, the 2 major signings that we are looking at, it should be 2 in attack or 1 in midfield, attacking midfield, and 1 in one on the forward line. Not a defender again. I could be wrong, but I kind of feel like we have invested a lot of money in defenders. It has paid off, but Why are we trying to sign another defender? I don't know. And I'm not convinced about it. Like, honestly, I'm not convinced about it.